going on, everybody? What is going on? It's your girl Keisha. Welcome to the show, Undeniable Keziah. Alright, so I'm going to come on here and talk about Nicki Minaj and Kevin Samuel. So Kevin Samuel is this controversial relationship expert, as he calls himself, but then he also claims he's also an image consultant, and that's why he's always rating people and asking people to rate themselves, etc., like that. So Nicki Minaj and him had a live, and Nicki Minaj first started out the conversation or the interview, what do you rate me as? And she said a 7 when he asked her, and he gave her a 9 because of her facial symmetry and how she has good facial features and so on and so forth like that. And you know, and she was asking about why black men, because this is what I want to get into, why black men that are successful do not pick black women to be wives. And he basically was saying that it's not that black men don't want black women. It's not that we don't want to marry and date our own women. We do. It's just that we weren't brought up and raised, and it wasn't instilled in us self-love and also to love our women. Because if it wasn't instilled in you as a black man to love yourself, how would you then see that love in a black woman and then want to procreate with her? You want to take your money and take your assets elsewhere and act like you know, no one else from your community exists. Okay, but that's basically what he was saying, and I do agree, even though there's things that of Kevin Sam that I don't agree on, and I definitely have my guards up with him. But when someone, even if you don't like them, even if you're not a fan of them, if they do bring truth, then I would acknowledge truth, okay? Because I love truth, you know. And Kevin Samuel was bringing facts, you know. As a community, as a whole, we were not taught to get along. We weren't taught to love one another. That wasn't embedded in us, okay? It wasn't embedded in us to love one another. It wasn't embedded in us to get along and to marry one another, to have a long-term relationship with one another. It wasn't instilled in us, okay? So as we get older and as we do start to date and we do deal with each other, it's more so for some fun. It's not really so much for like, okay, you know, this is my ride, this is the love of my life, I'm gonna make it work with this black man, I'm gonna make it work with this black woman, okay? So he did give good points about that, because that's true, you know what I'm saying? Can no one deny? If you from the black community, you know you can't deny that. And so he gave really good points about that, and I just want to expound on that because it's very, very true. And he says that he has a reputation for hating black women, but he says he doesn't hate black women. It's just the way how he speaks and the way how he just comes off so raw. It just makes it look like he doesn't like black women. But he says, listen, I love my mom, I love my daughter, you know. And he said he checked a white woman or a Hispanic woman for even trying to come at black women. He said, we're not gonna do that crap over here. I don't get down like that. And this is why you have a lot of women or men think that they could toot their nose up to black people because they see how we treat each other. You know what I'm saying? So when you see black people going at each other's necks, other groups of people are paying attention, and it's like there's no love there, there's no unity there. So I could step on it and say what I want, do what I want, and I could get away with it. It just is what it is. It's been like that for a very long time. This is why it's very important for us to have unity as a people, okay? And he said it, we have to stop this division, we have to come together, we have to stop hating one another, you know, because we do want to be married. You know what I'm saying? I do believe the black woman naturally wants to marry her own man, and I believe the black man naturally wants to marry his own women. But media push the mixing, media pushes other standards of beauty, media have other groups of men on a higher rank, so black men will feel like, oh, I have to, you know, be like that or look like that or get women that look like that, look like these rich, powerful men, so that I can make it. It's a lot of, I feel, brainwashing, damage that has occurred in the black community, you know, from drugs, you know, whitewashing of history. It's just so many different things that that deals with us as a people and how we were once one loving family. Now we're separated as a family. I do believe sisters do want to marry their own. It's just that when they see black men go with white women or any other group of women, they feel like, well, if he's going to do it, then I'm going to do it too. You know, so they spoke about other grown folk, adult stuff. You know, there could be some children listening, so I don't want to get too graphic, but yes, they spoke about intimacy and how much a man's supposed to last in the bedroom, or how long a man is supposed to get sex from his wife, and so on and so forth like that. So Kevin Samuels, he, you know, gave his 2 cents and gave his opinion about that too as well. But it was really interesting. It was about 18 minutes of video, and I said, let me go check this out. You know what I'm saying? Because I always been told to watch his videos and check him out. You know, black women need to watch Kevin Samuels. Black women need to learn something. Want that ring. They want to be married. Watch Kevin Samuels. I don't feel like watching him. We need to watch him to get married. Absolutely not. But you know, it doesn't hurt to get pointers and get some, to hear something useful or something meaningful relating to a relationship. Okay. But no, I definitely wouldn't go to him. You know what I'm saying? I have a higher power I answer to, and it's not Kevin Samuels. Absolutely not. But when he's speaking truth, I would definitely acknowledge that. There's no way I would take that away from him. You know, he's definitely successful in what he has been doing. I'll give him that. And there's black people that met in his Facebook group chat, and they got married, you know. So he says that his advice and his expertise has really been a good effect on people. It had really left a good impact on people's lives and people's relationships and future relationships, I guess, to come. I can respect Kevin Samuels for his truth in his live with Nicki Minaj. And Nicki Minaj, she seemed to be really humble too as well. For her to rate herself a 7, a lot of people were in shock by that. You know, like, oh, Nicki Minaj rated herself a 7. Okay, you got all these chicks rating themselves at 8, 9, and a 10. You know, I don't really care for the rating thing. You know, I think that's really a bit much. You know, if someone wants to rate you, let them rate you. I don't care to get involved in the rating thing or scale from 1 to 10. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have your husband and your husband think you a 10, then let it be. Okay, if you feel you a 10, let it be. You know what I'm saying? It's your opinion that matters, and it's the Most High that matters. It's your husband's opinion that matter, and no one else's opinions matter at the end of the day. So sisters, keep your head up high. If you guys haven't checked out the live, you know, or you catch the video on his channel, that was the last time I ever watched Kevin Samuel, when he told that black chick, you average at best. That was the first and that was the last time I've ever watched him, and I was convinced after that to continue watching him. I was like, absolutely not. But because Nicki Minaj came on and it was a discussion about dating, I felt like, oh, let me go check this out. Let's see what he has to say to Miss Nicki Minaj, right? So tell me what you guys think about Kevin Samuels. If you guys and Nicki Minaj discussion, do you agree with what he said or what I discussed in this video? Let me know. Leave a comment down, subscribe, and I'll be back with some more. All right, bye.